Discoveries happen all the time. At Leukaemia UK, we want to accelerate these discoveries. We believe in the power of research to change lives.
My experience with cancer started in 2019. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had 6 months of chemotherapy. It all went very smoothly as can be, and I was in remission for about 18 months until in May 2021 I started to experience a few symptoms that I'd had when I had Hodgkin's.
I took Iona down to the A&E in the hospital that I was working at. She'd been feeling feverish and she had tummy and back pain.
They did some blood tests and straight away they were flagged up. Something wasn't quite right. And I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
It obviously was really heartbreaking to hear that news. So I tried to be reassuring and I said, we can treat it, we can go from there, you're in the right place.
The leukemia diagnosis has a massive impact on you in so many ways. I mean, the immediate impact is that it just completely strips you of your independence. So I went from being a 23-year-old, fairly independent young lady who was just sort of getting back on track with life, and then suddenly you're admitted into hospital and you're reliant on your parents, you're reliant on the doctors, the nurses. You know, it gets to the point where you can't go out for a walk by yourself because, you know, you're not steady on your feet, you're not strong enough anymore. It's quite hard to watch everyone else's life sort of move on as yours has just sort of stopped where it is.
Iona asked myself and my sister to be tested to be stem cell donors. I got a phone call. It was one of the nurses from the Marsden, and she said, "I've got some really good news for you. You're a perfect match." To be Iona's stem cell donor was just a complete honour. I was so grateful for the opportunity to be able to give her the treatment that she needed. You know, something that I was just able to save her life just by being me. I was so grateful for that opportunity.
We need more research into new treatments because not all the treatments work effectively for everyone. Chemotherapy has such a big impact on your physical health, your mental health, and so if they could fund research which was maybe slightly less invasive or didn't have so many side effects, that could really help people, you know, recover faster.
This is the result of many years of research. And in this study, we particularly focused on developing a drug that is inhibiting a protein called METL3. METL3 is a protein that we all have in our body, but in some of the cancers, including AML, including acute myeloid leukemia, the leukemia cells, they actually have higher levels of this protein. It's the first such drug made for such protein, because if we can make drug for this protein, we can make drug for any potential other similar protein that acts through the same pathway. The clinical impact could be potentially very big. Of course, we need to wait to see how the outcome of the clinical trials. However, the effort of developing, you know, a new anti-leukemia drug is giving a lot of hopes, right? And if we see even 1/3 of what we see in our preclinical models, we are talking about a drug that could potentially improve the quality of life, improve the lifespan of many patients.
Bringing together the leukemia community, we will accelerate progress, doing everything we can to make sure that the next person with leukemia has a better experience of diagnosis, treatment, and care. We can only do this with your help. Together we can stop leukemia devastating lives.